stirrings of the reemergence of the Spirit. And I think that what understanding and imagination in the light of nature argues for is the presence and reemergence of the awareness of Spirit in the world. We move in this realm of Spirit. The problem is that we have been very slowly but very efficiently corralled inside an intellectual system which gives no credence. So these are the factors which have impeded the Spirit. Into this comes the psychedelic experience. It has a tremendous force to revivify the Spirit, particularly because it is not an ideology. It is not something someone figured out. It is an experience, culture, and this is supposed to be what we anchor our lives on. It's no wonder that drug abuse, child abuse, self-abuse is rampant in this society. Instance of cultural blindness is what we're confronted with on the issue of psychedelics. Psychedelics are to the science of psychology what the telescope was to astronomy in Galileo's time. And we are in a situation of increasing global pressure on our species, increasing outbreaks of neurosis, unhappiness, psychic epidemics, and we are leaving our best tools behind because of fairly preposterous cultural prohibitions. Consequences of the existential point of view was nature is not mute. You really have to have worked yourself into a weird place to believe that, you know. Wilson called this the cosmic giggle. It's when something protrudes through the forward-flowing momentum of rational casuistry and causes it to flow around it and eddy and churn, and then you see through for a moment, and you say, well, what is it? There was a plottedness for a moment. There was the hand of the maker there, but now I don't see it anymore. That is the going behind the veil. That is the seeing into the structure of being that lies behind the conventionalized languages. That's why coincidence is so often reported as an accompanying phenomenon for the psychedelic experience, because really syntax is dissolved, and syntax is a filter for this sense of immanent connectedness. And when the syntax goes, the immanent connectedness flows in. Then it's a question of what you do with it. If it causes you to believe that you are going to save the world, then you haven't gotten the message right. That's inflation. And inflation is very bad. It drives up interest rates. So if you get that kind of a take on it, you are misusing it. That, you know, each one of us in our own living room can be this Magellan, can penetrate into these dimensions. The ability to turn ourselves into whatever we wish to be. This comes through the union of imagination, through understanding, into nature. The psychedelic hallucinogens are the catalysts. The minds that they touch become the catalysts within the society in general. And from there, the fashions, the social forms, the kinds of conscientiousness, the innate decency that is called forth by the authenticity of the experience is what will transform us. I mean, in the same way that an affair can become a love affair if there is mutual authenticity of behavior rather than simply a kind of flirtation. In that same way, our affair with Gaia can be a love affair if we can summon to ourselves the vision to make it so.